Previously on Esports World Cup, level up.
Team Vitality sees the win in sight.
Team Vitality, this year's MWI champions, was meant to be ours all along.
The grand final of League of Legends. Genji have done it!
Genji, the League of Legends winners.
Team Vitality is standing on top of the club championship rankings. AGAL is in second with Genji close behind. And going into week 4, last year's two frontrunners, Falcons and Liquid, still don't have a title. They are currently ineligible to lift the club championship trophy.
I became a Grandmaster when I was 13. By the time I was 17 and a few months, I was quite confident I can be the best player in the world.
The world #1 player from Norway, Magnus Carlsen.
I certainly feel that my mind is not quite as fast as it used to be. Things inevitably changed. Most people play chess almost exclusively online. The kids these days, they're all very, very good. They calculate faster than I do. But I know a lot more about chess than I used to, and that allows me to compete at a very high level still.
There will be a time when the kids surpass me. That time is not now.
You are about to witness the return of the race for esports ultimate prize. Over 100 countries and regions.
竞争有点激烈。
$70 million on the line.
Someone's life is about to change.
It's the 2025 Esports World Cup, and the whole world is watching. It all comes down to this.
Welcome to the Esports World Cup. We are at the halfway point and starting week 4 in our race for the club championship. Team Vitality sits atop the leaderboard with all gamers, Genji, Team Falcons and Team Liquid not too far behind. However, neither Team Falcons nor Team Liquid have won a game title yet, a requirement for winning the club championship and taking home the $7 million prize. The pressure is on. Will this be their week?
We mustn't panic, we mustn't get stressed, we mustn't get worried. So we have to just maintain composure for the sake of the teams and the players. But we are seriously nervous behind the scenes. We're defending the crown. We're expected to win it, we're expected to defend it. So it's going to be difficult for us to win this year.
Last year at EWC, we finished in second place. We would have been happier if we had first, of course, but it was a good performance for us.
Clem is basically wiping him away.
And that is it!
Your new world champions.
We won $4 million, which we reinvested right back into the company. We have new chairs. Part of that is Tanner. He is our performance coach. We evolved his roles and responsibilities this year in prep for EWC. This is an opportunity for you to be eyes and ears on the ground.
The message has been clear at TL from the beginning. It's always about winning.
Let's win an EWC championship.
I've been in esports for over 17 years. At one point, I was the winningest player in PUBG. Ultimately, ended up retiring and got into coaching.
So keep that same mental throughout, no matter what. Even when things are going wrong, keep that.
The first team I ever coached was Team Liquid. This is the biggest event of the year for us as an organization. We have 50 players and coaches, maybe 60 coming to the event. So I had this idea to have a puzzle that each of them contribute to. On the back of each puzzle piece, writing their why.
I'm gonna give you the pen. Yeah. Every player has a different why, but we're all in this together. If we want the crown, we'll have to take it.
Chairman of Team Falcons, MS Dossery. He is a hero in Riyadh, and look at that.
Being the club champion, everyone have a spotlight on us and everyone expecting us to win. I love it some days and sometimes I hate it.
For sure, everyone wants to beat Falcons.
People think that it's very easy. It's not.
For next year, you will see us.
4 more games are going to be concluding this weekend with MLBB, Overwatch 2, PUBG Mobile, as well as a newcomer to EWC, chess.
For the first time in Esports World Cup history, chess is here!
Chess is certainly something that for a long time I felt is part of the esport ecosystem.
The vast majority of chess games played around the world is on the internet. Now you can come from anywhere in the world and make a name for yourself. And
that component of chess really has an esports feel to it.
We've always wanted to get into chess, and it's a scramble to find the best teams and players.
Everybody's here. Magnus, Hikaru, Ali Reza, the giants of chess.
Who is the person to beat?
Magnus. My opponents know in order to win the tournament, they'll probably have to go through me.
This guy is unstoppable.
Which is why he's become known as the Mozart of chess.
Magnus Carlsen is the #1 ranked chess player in the world. Contextualize it for me. How good is he?
He actually recently beat ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, you almost lasted 30 moves against Magnus, something that we would all like to do if we could.
He also played Chess One vs. World, where he played over 100,000 people.
The match was dubbed Magnus Carlsen versus the world.
And he beat Bill Gates himself in 12 seconds.
Oh, that was quick. Oh, that was bad.
He's been the world #1 chess player since 2011, and he's only 34 years old.
Some would say he's the undisputed greatest of all time.
He's been at the top of world chess now for so long, and that's not coincidence. He's so clever. Yes, he's got a bunch of rivals. Yes, the new generation's coming up, but Magnus, for now, is still the king.
And he can still shock the world.
The world's top chess player quit a major tournament after he was dress coded.
They can enforce their rules, fine, then I'm out. Like, you.
When chess came into the EWC, there were several teams interested, so there certainly was competition there.
How does it feel to be part of an esport team?
Team Liquid is all about winning, and that's what I intend to do.
This is a massive, massive deal, and the players will be competing for $1.5 million.
I knew that we wanted to sign the best in the world, and it was competitive to do that.
Magnus is just a dream. You want that big guy to represent your team.
I know for a fact there were dozens of organizations that reached out.
We tried. They told us that he have this offer, and they know only Liquid can afford that. And then we tried giving a better offer.
You know, there were parts of that negotiation where I thought it may not happen.
We couldn't take it as a financial risk. Liquid had a better offer at the end of the day.
We weren't the best financial offer or anything close to it. So I think that means a lot about playing for Team Liquid.
So we decided to leave the negotiations and lose Magnus to a huge competitor that can win the EWC.
I think we felt that Liquid had the overall kind of best package and best brand.
He's such an amazing brand ambassador. Having him on the squad, it motivates everyone.
Not to be outdone, Team Falcons signed the only 2 chess players capable of taking down Magnus.
We've brought in 2 players, Hikaru Nakamura, one of the most storied chess players everyone's heard of.
Hikaru Nakamura is one of the world's best chess players.
He became the youngest Grand Master in American history when he was just 15.
And you have a younger player called Ali Reza Firouja, a French-Iranian player who, 21 years old, he's coming through as a sort of like new young gun.
If I could choose, I would love to see Alireza in the finals. I kind of prefer showing who's boss in matches with the kids.
Magnus has built his dynasty in traditional chess, grinding opponents down over hours. But here in Rapid, that patience can turn against you. It's a new gambit, fast, risky, unpredictable. Only 10 minutes for an entire game. Exactly the style that his challengers are ready to take advantage of.
Games at the Esports World Cup are extremely tense, extremely nail-biting, and I'm just always stressed for the players, but that's because they only have 10 minutes to play the entire game.
He's equalized the position, but is 3 seconds going to be enough?
The format is very punishing.
With such limited time, nobody can play perfectly.
The quicker a game is, there are going to be more mistakes.
Early decision, early sacrifice for Black and a mouse slip. No!
I am very, very experienced, but I am certainly not immune from panicking when my clock goes low.
Dude, it's so relatable because you see these Grand Masters mess up. Uh-oh, their heart starts beating. Uh-oh, they're starting to shaking a little bit. That is so awesome.
Listen, the format sucks for the players, but it's great for the fans.
We are geared up for what promises to be an incredible 4 days of over-the-board chess action.
Wow, Arjun ArSy moves on to the semifinals with an incredible performance, and Hikaru wins. Wow.
Alireza Firouzja about to deliver checkmate, and he does. He goes through to the semifinals. And Magnus Carlsen, it barely took any time for him. Nihal about to resign, and there it goes. Magnus Carlsen makes it to the semifinals.
We got semifinals tomorrow.
Not hitting the panic button quite yet.
We're about to get our semifinals underway. It's Gen G and it's Team Falcons.
Arjun ArSy, he's known as a bit of a madman when he wants to be.
He's trying to generate activity with the knight jumping into D5.
But it's too late.
And that's a resignation. A masterclass from Firouzja. Team Falcons will have a finalist here in chess's first year in the competition.
With that win, Team Falcons have secured one spot in the finals. But if Alireza's teammate Hikaru wants to join him, he'll need to go through the prodigy from Norway.
The rest of the world's last hope.
We have reached the semi-finals for chess at the Esports World Cup.
Will world number one Magnus Carlsen make it through? He's certainly a very confident man.
So what's your why? What are you writing on your puzzle piece? I wrote my passion, hobby, and joy, my wife and kids, and then I also love chess. Perfect. Just can I get one of these as well? Yes. Yeah? Anyone have extra blue for Magnus? Maybe if I win the whole thing.
Our attention now turns to Magnus Carlsen versus Hikaru Nakamura. This is a marquee matchup.
Both Liquid and Falcons need a championship. But Magnus needs to fight off 2 Falcons if Liquid wants the title.
Hikaru and I have played each other for many, many years. I think we played our first classical game 20 years ago.
We are watching 2 titans of the game.
He's always been like the one person whom I feel like is right up there, especially in very fast formats.
You try to look at windows of opportunity when you compete against him to beat him.
He's still most certainly a force to be reckoned with here.
It's a best of 6 now as we move into the semis. Magnus Carlsen took game number 1 in this all-important semi-final. A lot rides on every single game.
But Magnus looks very chill. Look at the difference in heart rate right now. It's literally 50 between them.
So far for Hikaru, this game has been a story of surviving. For Liquid, Magnus is the big hope right now.
Oh! Magnus makes a huge mistake. He moves his king to d7. This gives Hikaru an opportunity to win the game.
Hikaru has to find this move, bishop to b4, and then he will be taking the black knight and winning this endgame.
But look at his face. It's almost like he doesn't see it.
He misses it, Hikaru. We've repeated the position. Will Magnus blunder again?
Yes, unbelievable.
It's a second opportunity for Hikaru. He needs to find this move, bishop to b4, but Hikaru's panicking.
Cannot repeat. And the more he thinks, the more I feel he's gonna repeat. And that's it. The game ends in a draw. A draw by repetition where a winning move was available.
A fully blown opportunity for Hikaru.
This is a game that will come to haunt Hikaru.
I had just handed him a lifeline back into the match. Yeah, that was just a massive, massive relief.
Saw the scores on your screen. Magnus Carlsen, 3. Hikaru Nakamura, 2. And that means we enter a must-win situation for Team Falcons.
In this live format, you have the crowd reaction. So when I make a mistake, I know that I made a mistake immediately.
Magnus on the defense.
You've got to think he's going to move his queen out of danger here.
Magnus has blundered.
But what's frustrating is that my opponent does as well, and he can capitalize on that.
Hikaru moves his knight to f1, and now Magnus has nowhere to go. His knight is pinned. If he stays put, he loses the knight. If he moves the knight, Hikaru takes his queen.
And now the queen can jump into the attack. Triple down on that knight. You pin it and you win it. And Magnus Carlsen cannot believe it.
He's just lost a piece in one move.
Team Falcons fans, they're going absolutely wild.
And now Hikaru wants to go up to the top of the board, trade off queens.
With Hikaru's queen and rook aligned, his victory is inevitable. Even the GOAT has to know when he's out of moves.
Magnus is about to resign. He's going to confirm the Armageddon. There we go.
Yes!
He still is only human and he can make mistakes. Anything can happen.
Så jag vet det så, men jag kan ju höra det när revalveringen ändrar sig. Så där och så. Sen om man inte har sett det så kommer han att se det, men whatever. Vill du ha någon annan för det, buddy?
Well, they can't be separated in regulation time, so it goes to Armageddon.
Armageddon is online chess's version of a Game 7. Either win or go home. Before Armageddon begins, players secretly write down how little time they're willing to play with, 10 minutes being the max. The player who bids the lower time gets draw odds, which means if the game ends in a draw, they win the game and therefore the match. A huge advantage, but their opponent gets the full 10-minute game clock.
And we can now reveal that the bidding process is complete and the player with the lowest time is Hikaru Nakamura. He bid 6 minutes and 12 seconds.
6:12. That is insane. That is nuts.
Hikaru bids an extremely low amount of time. He's basically saying, give me less time, I'll take the pressure, play fast, and I'll survive against Magnus.
So here we go. This is the Armageddon game.
Normally, Hikaru is a fast player, so he can keep up a very good level, even with little time. But when I'm playing with a bit of time advantage, I'm going to get chances.
Queen takes rook and Magnus on top of things.
When I'm on, you're going to have to do something very, very special to beat me.
Hikaru, he's going to slide his king across to defend the bishop. The white rook is perfectly placed. The white bishop perfectly placed. All Magnus needs to do is bring in his queen.
And here he goes! Magnus attacks! Hikaru's king is now trapped in the corner! And Magnus comes in with the queen!
Checkmate incoming. That might just spell the end. Hikaru gets ready to resign. It's going to end here and now.
Magnus Carlsen in an incredibly thrilling Armageddon game. And he edges this contest to make it into the grand final of the Esports World Cup.
I played well, and sometimes it's not meant to be, but I gave it my all. That's all you can really do.
I got my bow and arrow ready. I've shot one falcon. I want to shoot one more tomorrow.
Hikaru Nakamura's dreams of that top prize are crushed. He's hoping that revenge is on the table for his teammate in Alireza Firouzja.
Somehow Magnus pulled it off in Magnus fashion. Tomorrow we got the grand finals. We got Falcons versus Liquid. We got everything everyone wants.
Magnus took it, his nerves were stronger, and he moves on to the grand final.
We're so close on this now. It feels like we're in striking distance.
If we end up winning and Magnus pulls through, we're gonna be 50 points above Falcons, which is just crazy to think about.
I mean, hey, he's got it.
This is our time.
I think we can do it, so.
Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, Steve, thanks so much.
Let's go Liquid! Magnus making it to the finals is a big deal. Like, you know, that gives us 750 points, and then if he wins the whole thing, that's 1,000 points, and then if he wins the whole thing, that means we can qualify for first place. We have to get a first place finish in order to win the entire Esports World Cup.
Give me your prediction. It is now Magnus versus Ali Reza. Magnus explicitly wanted to play him in the final. He's got his wish.
Huge Magnus fan, absolutely huge Magnus fan, but I love a good underdog story.
Ali Reza Farouja!
Ali Reza levels up every single round. Boom, dominates, boom, dominates. Magnus is the greatest, but Ali Reza, he's got a lot there.
It's very special to reach the EWC finals. It's the most important tournament of my calendar.
Ali Reza is full of this chaos. He plays an unconventional, almost genius way.
Ali Reza is certainly the most naturally gifted of the younger generation.
Check here, and you know that Firuza knows that it's a win.
What a masterful performance by Ali Reza Farouja. He's an absolute beast. Ali Reza Farouja is here to stay.
He is incredibly dangerous with very little time.
Do you want to beat Magnus Carlsen one day?
I started at 8 years old. Yeah, I was always watching him. He was the hottest player.
The face of chess, Magnus Carlsen!
People want to see the next generation take over, but they also want to see the older ones fight back. I think it's going to be a tough match.
Team Falcons, the reigning club champions, going up against
Team Liquid Magnus Carlsen.
A win would be absolutely incredible. It has such a big impact for the company and our plans and our staff and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I really want to win.
Everybody wanted to see. It's going to be an absolutely incredible final.
The format for the grand final of chess is a best of 3 sets, each set containing 4 games apiece. 1 point per win, half point for a tie, most points wins the match.
Obviously, I am extremely competitive.
And there we go, it's the first result of the grand final.
Magnus takes game 1.
But I do experience difficult moments.
The Kings are already starting to dance.
Draw by repetition.
Weak moments.
Game number 3.
We see a draw by repetition for the second time in this first set.
When I'm in shape though, like when I actually am playing at my best or very close to it, even for Ali Reza, it's hard.
Now Ali Reza must win or the first set goes to Magnus.
Magnus looking very calm on the camera. His heart rate is down at 66. Let's take a note of everyone's baseline here. Ali Reza started the game with a decently high heart rate. It's gone up to almost 100 already. He's struggling to find any attacking resources.
Oof! Ali Reza moves his queen to c4. That's a bad move.
He's taking massive risk here. There are checks that are very tempting for Magnus Carlsen. Magnus leaned back. I think he spotted something.
And Magnus, a flashy bishop takes pawn check.
Ali Reza knows he's blundered. Magnus will surely not let Farouja off the hook. And there we go, it's actually checkmate.
Nice. Magnus Carlsen takes the full point, and with that,
the first set in this grand final. Advantage, Team Liquid.
How did he pull through a win like that?
we're about to get started with set 2 in the grand final.
Currently, it's advantage Magnus Carlsen.
The Falcon has to fly higher. He has to strike faster. You either rise now or it's all over.
We're down to bullet territory. 40 seconds. The red appearing for Ali Reza Farouja. He needs to move.
Whoa.
Magnus blunders! This doesn't happen! Ali Reza's running out of time, but there's a clear path now. Rook to e2, Magnus's queen's in danger.
Here we go. Magnus was faced. He is shocked. He's given up his queen, the world number 1. Ali Reza Farouja is winning. But does he have enough time on the clock?
Come on, just let the clock run out.
Ali Reza gets into time trouble, but he is experienced with faster chess online. He trusts quick thinking skills.
AliReza has to win this. This is where his bullet skills need to come in.
AliReza promotes a pawn to a queen. Only 8 seconds left on his clock, but now AliReza has 2 queens. Magnus can't afford any more mistakes.
Magnus plunges his rook. Wow. Magnus Carlsen gives up.
Fuck.
And the Falcons are back on the board.
That was such a fucking joke. Oh my god. Damn, like I just thought he had 0 time, so it's just one thing. Yeah. And then like I have 3 fucking minutes on the clock. More than that, just spend a little time.
Forget Falcon, he rose from the ashes like a phoenix in that game, AliReza.
That was a bit of a wake-up call because Magnus fought back and took games 2 and 3.
Of all the times for a board meeting.
Game 4 of 4, set 2. He wins this, he wins it. This could be the final game.
You know, at some point, the torch will pass from Magnus Carlsen to the younger generation. He's here to say, not today.
Not today.
I mean, look at this, pawn to e6, the first blunder of this game.
And Magnus moves his rook to d1 in line with AliReza's queen.
The white rooks are going to hit the black queen. Magnus knows he's close. Team Liquid on the edges of their seats.
Queen's off the board.
Oh, he's smiling. He's drinking water.
And AliReza advances his bishop. I'll be honest, I don't know if that's going to help him at this point.
Is this the final few moves of the Esports World Cup 2025?
Yes, it is. Please.
Look at this, the c-pawn now forcing its way through.
And AliReza resigns.
It's the final move of the tournament.
Magnus Carlsen takes the victory. He
Wins game, set, and match against Team Falcons. AliReza Firouzja, Team Liquid will take home the 1,000 points for chess at the Esports World Cup.
Let's go, baby. Good shit, bro. Hey, hell of a job.
I am, of course, a competitor, so I want to win everything that I play. Yeah, I'm just very happy with the way everything went here.
Yeah, it sucked a bit, but you know, it's out of our control. We just have to go with it.
Absolutely incredible achievement for Magnus Carlsen.
Hey. What's up, Magnus? Holy shit, you did it!
Thank you.
I'm just really, really thankful for your choice to join us. I know you could have went a number of places, and I am just really thankful for that. So congratulations and thank you.
No, thank you so much. And you know, we're only just getting started in chess.
This was really fun to watch. And I think a lot of people share that opinion. You're a big part of that and bringing this to EWC. So I think this is a big success for everyone. All right, Magnus, see you later.
Thanks.
Bye. I could pinch myself.
This is how the chess players are going to affect the club championship race here at the EWC. Magnus Carlsen, 14 Liquid, he scores 1,000 points for taking the top prize. And this is your new updated picture at EWC. And just like that, Team Liquid, #1, 50-point lead over Team Falcons. But chess has determined our current top 2.
I think today was a massive turnaround, pushing us into first place right now. Absolutely incredible. I just texted Dassery. Neck and neck now.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Big things happening right now. We've got a real shot at winning EWC. I think the back half is really going to prove we can move up in the rankings. Obviously, we've got MLBB coming up. I still think they're the best in the world, and they're hungry after that loss last year.
Shot for down, it's a wipeout! That's it! Call it! The Cavalry stand defeated.
We don't want to feel that anymore. That's why we're eager to win this year.
What's different for you and the team?
I think na mas magiging solid kami ngayon kasi yung chemistry namin is so far than last AWC and Coach ArSy. Siguro, feel ko siya yung namin missing piece namin since last year.
My name is Coach ArSy and I'm the head coach of Team Liquid Philippines.
He officially started with us January. After last EWC, I realized that I need a coach who is more persistent on pushing our players. I was watching a tournament and I saw the potential. ArSy, he has this drive to win. I know that will push our players to win also.
Hi guys, come on, take a seat. Come on in. What we have here is our Liquid 2025 EWC relic. Every player is going to have one puzzle piece. You're going to sign your name on it, and then on the back, you're going to write down why you play, what your motivation is. Who wants to buy a Lambo to flex on the haters?
Whoa.
No? Who wants to help their family? Yeah, I thought so. Would you like to share?
I dedicate this to my family, especially to my wife and my son. And also, I will use this to pay back my mom's sacrifice.
Thank you, Coach.
As the sun shines over the sands of Riyadh and the Boulevard, we're just one day away from crowning the champions of Mobile Legends Bang Bang here at the Esports World Cup. It's Liquid and SRG fighting for the 1 mil prize pool. But anyways, right now we have Coach ArSy here. So first of all, congratulations on being the second grand finalist. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm very happy and so emotional.
What's the secret? What'd you guys do? What's the prep?
Maybe I can say secret is sinigang.
Sinigang. I don't know what that means, please. This is the Filipino dish. It's Filipino dish.
Whenever we have a tournament in the Philippines, we have a superstition that if they want to win, they have to eat sinigang.
If I feel stressed, sometimes I do like cooking. Maybe because of my mother. She loves cooking.
How he shows his love for the players is by cooking for them.
Bilang coach, inaalagaan ko yung mga players ko bilang kapatid or family. Malaking part dito yung pinagluluto ko sila.
He's the best cook.
Di lang pala yung family ko yung nag-iisa na pwede kong maging kadugo. But I realize also na yung Team Liquid, isa na rin pala sila sa naging pamilya ko.
That's good.
Nung 11 years old ako, iniwan kami ng mama ko para pumunta sa ibang bansa para kumita ng pera. Dumating yung araw na wala na ako naririnig na balita sa kanya, so naisip ko na baka hindi na siya bumalik. Hindi ito natanggap ni Papa, nalungkot siya dahil iniwan siya ni Mama. Nagsimula siya magsugal, sa sobrang lulong niya, naisugal niya lahat. Pagkatapos nun, pinadala ko yung mga kapatid ko sa mga kamag-anak namin. Pero hindi ako sumama sa kanila dahil ayoko maging pabigat. So nagtinda ako sa kalsada para kumita ng pera.
Ganito yung tinitirahan ko dati na nung nasa streets pa ako, tapos ito lang yung nagsisilbing payong ko noon. Binababa ko lang siya, tinatali ko lang yung dulo para hindi ako liparin ng hangin kapag ganito mga panahon. So ganito.
11 years old lang ako nung naniniraan ako sa kalye na mag-isa. Dinadaanan ako ng mga tao na para bang hindi nila ako nakikita.
Ganito yung setup ko dati nung nakatira ako sa kalsada. Umaraw umulan, ang magiging payong ko lang talaga is ito lang, lona lang.
Wala akong mahingian ng tulong. Wala man lang ako kahit cellphone. May mga masasamang tao na pumupunta sa lugar namin. Dinakawan nila ako, nanlaban ako hanggang sa sinaksak nila ako. Handa silang patayin ako, makuha lang yung kakarampot na kinita ko nung araw na yun. Halos mamatay ako nung sinaksak ako dahil tinamaan yung internal organs ko. Akala ko talaga oras ko na nun. Salamat at hindi pa. Desperado akong makaalis sa kalye dahil napakadelikado. Sa puntong yun, ang hirap maghanap ng trabaho. Hindi ako nakapagtapos dahil huminto ako ng pag-aaral. Swerte na lang nakahanap ako ng trabaho sa call center. Nakaipon ako hanggang sa nakapag-rent ako ng isang apartment at sa wakas, nakaalis din ako sa kalye. Nakabili ako ng cellphone at nagsimula ako maglaro ng mobile games. Nung una, pampalipas oras ko lang, pero di ko akalain na yun pala yung makapagpabago ng buhay ko.
Stampeding through, Stallions, now immortals!
Team Liquid Philippines ang isa sa pinakasikat na esports team sa buong mundo. Habang papalapit ang EWC, dumadami lalong nakakapansin sa amin.
Mula sa pagiging street food vendor sa QC, ngayon ay strategy na ang iniluluto ng isa sa mga winningest coach sa esports na si Coach ArSy Cruz.
Di ko namamalayan na gano'n na pala karami nakakapuna sa amin hanggang sa isang araw, may nag-chat sa akin. Matagal ko siyang hindi nakausap sa loob ng 20 years tapos biglang nag-chat siya. Sabi niya namukhaan niya ako sa isang video clips online. Kung hindi dahil sa esports at mga attention na nakuha namin bago mag-EWC, sa tingin ko hindi kami magkakaroon ng pagkakataon na makapag-usap muli. Sabi sa akin ni Mama, nagtatrabaho pa siya at hindi niya pa kayang umuwi sa Pilipinas. Kaya gusto ko talagang manalo sa EWC para mapauwi ko na si Mama sa Pilipinas ng tuluyan.
At the end of tonight, we will find out who is going to be crowned champions in MLBB. All eyes are going to be on the Amazon Esports arena. Selangor Red Giants look to retain their title. Standing in their way though, we've got Team Liquid.
Dana, they said Magnus might watch our game.
How did that get around so fast?
There's a lot on the line, club championship points, and $1 million for whoever gets to lift this trophy.
We're now here with Sanford of TLPH. Sanford, pulse check. How are you feeling right now?
I'm really excited to play.
Liquid have dominated this event so far, but SRGOG are still the champs until somebody takes that crown.
So guys, technical, just make sure that we have good comms, make sure that you guys communicate properly. One task at hand. We just focus on how we will play the game.
Boys, ito na yung pinaka hinihintay natin lahat. So dito, walang pressure pero bawal na tayo magkamali this time kasi wala nang bukas. Wala nang susunod. Hindi natin alam kung magka-qualify pa tayo next season. So nandito na tayo, ang kailangan na lang natin gawin, ibuhos natin kung ano yung dapat ibuhos.
No moment is too big for you guys. So I hope you believe that you're gonna win.
Okay, let's go! Go!
1, 2, 3! Let's go! Liquid! Raja! Oh! Raja! Oh, oh, oh!
It's SRG, Malaysia's powerhouse, versus the powerhouse from the Philippines.
Let's go, guys! Let's go! Let's go, Liquid!
Ay, galingan niya na si Magnus.
Saan?
Nasa gitna.
Oo nga, huwag tayo patalo.
This is champions versus challengers. And for the challengers, I think the difference maker could be their new coach.
Take your seats, and I can't believe it. We made it. A best of 7, no second chances.
All troops deployed.
No one in this tournament matches up better with Liquid than the Red Giants. SRGOG have a brilliant coach, Arcadia. His team always starts so aggressive.
Just remember, stick together.
Okay.
We're stronger together.
This is a big fight for Turtle 1. Both teams want to snowball early.
Taking down the objective called the Turtle gives a huge early boost.
Magdo-double lane. Bruno.
And in MLBB, momentum is everything.
Sanford's gonna have to hold it. The turtle's still within the vicinity. Sanford still never flicker out though.
Flicker naman para sa pala pre ha. Flicker lang ha.
Heavy spin. It'll be a kill over to SRG.
Nakataon na yun.
Sanford's in trouble. Sanford gonna be pinned down again. It's Innocent. Just gets a free hit. SRG, look at this siege as they apply more and more pressure. SRG know they've gotten the win already. GG SRG, game 1. What a fast game 1 as well. This is one of those moments for Team Liquid where you're like, okay, what happened to us?
Reset lang. Oo, kalma lang.
Madali kasi natin tapusin tol eh. Kanina tol, di ba? Isasabi ko sa top. Sobrang open ng mid tol eh. Pwede basagin lang natin, tas sabot tayo, out tayo.
Good luck, boys!
Boy, careful lang ah.
The matchup is tough. Tempo is important as we get right into our second game in this best of 7.
Tinake advantage nila yung pagkakamali namin mula drafting to in-game mechanics kaya nakuha nila yung panalo ng game 1. After nung game 2, nag-stick kami sa plano.
Turtle ako. Oh, Carlsen finding an angle to take the turtle.
Naging collaborative kami hanggang sa manalo.
Oh, flicker in for Sanford.
Naibalik yung kumpiyansa namin.
That damage. And the answer is yes, they can.
Victory!
Para makuha yung momentum.
The Liquid Stampede. Momentum on their side.
Kaya ko pre, harapan ko.
Now a tsunami time over. Oh my God! It's ridiculous!
It is over!
For game number 3.
Sobrang lamang ko na.
Sanford brings it back! A complete wipeout!
Victory!
And just like that, they're on match point. Just one win away from becoming Esports World Cup champions.
Last night, Magnus Carlsen took it home. And now, maybe Sanford.
I just want to say you guys are doing fantastic. Great comeback. You know, go get him.
Close it out. Let's go. Let's go, coach.
Match point for Team Liquid Philippines. And it's now or never for SRG.
May times talaga na tinitignan ko yung players ko na sobrang tataas na itong mga players na to. Kaya ko ba talaga silang i-handle?
GG. Last game.
Kaya ko ba silang dalhin dun sa pinakatuktok? May kita.
Pressure. You can feel Team Liquid building up like a tsunami. The charge begins. Team Liquid triple kill, making this game fall out of control.
Sanford is taking every shot!
That's Sandy with Lancer Flame again. Sanford jumps in. And there you have it. Team Liquid taking all 4 members down with Stormy the last to fall. And you can see that they know it. The fans, they see it. Team Liquid crack open the base.
Let's go!
For the first time in EWC history, Team Liquid winning 2 different titles in the same week. And now Team Liquid is up at 3,200 points, followed by Team Falcons 2,700. Team Liquid has a big lead.
We're at the top of the leaderboard now and put ourselves right back where we need to be.
Let's go, baby. You did it. You're a champion.
I don't know if this is real or it's just a dream because I can't believe my eyes. Yeah.
Salamat po sa lahat ng sumuporta. Sa family ko, sa wife ko, at sa baby ko. Hello sa inyo dyan. Champion na yung anak nyo. Love you.
Anak, proud na proud ako sa'yo.
Sorry dati ma.
Kalimutan na natin yung dati mo.
Masaya ako kasi naging bago yung buhay mo.
Basta kita tayo pag-uwi ko, ma. Dadaling ko yung mag-ina ko.
How proud is your mom of you right now?
So very proud. After 20 years, that was my first time that my mom told me that she is so very proud of me. Ma.
Next on Esports World Cup, level up. Call of Duty Warzone. Team Falcons are once again favored to win the title.
Some trash talking going on between Falcons and Virtus Pro.
However, they have stiff competition, specifically from Team Virtus Pro.
Look at Sage like a killer.
And Team Twisted Minds.
We haven't won any trophies, so it's a huge pressure situation.
EAFC is the title where we clearly have put the biggest investment for Team Liquid.
Let's go!
This has huge implications for the club championship. We needed to have one big surprise, and I think EAFC is going to be that surprise for us.